Brutal Barracuda, a Sniper Elite channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I recently got hands on with Sniper Elite 5 for the first time and had an absolutely glorious time playing it. And I just want to give Rebellion another huge thanks for inviting me along to try it out. Now I've already uploaded a video of my full mission playthrough, so go and check that out if you haven't already. But what I want to do today is talk a little bit more about all the new stuff that I discovered during my playthrough. So let us get it on. First up, the unlimited rocks of Sniper Elite 4 have been replaced by a finite amount of bottles. They can be thrown to attract the enemy just like rocks, or you can add a fuse which will attract the enemy's attention after a short delay, and bottles can be replenished from various locations around the map. Now replacing the unlimited rocks with limited amount of bottles will certainly increase the difficulty, so I am all for it. Next, I can confirm that stone eagles make a return, so be sure to keep your eyes peeled. Now this next one, unfortunately, I didn't spot until after I'd finished my session and I was going over the footage, so I didn't get to test it, but I can confirm that photo mode is in Sniper Elite 5. Now I know a lot of people have been asking about this, so boom, there you go. Next up, the radio operators from Sniper Elite 4 have been completely replaced by alarms that are dotted around the maps. Any enemy, if alerted, can run up and activate the alarm. Once activated, if you do not destroy the alarm within a certain amount of time, reinforcements will arrive.
Reinforcements. Definitely need to keep quiet.
Next, we have this collectible menu. Now there's a few things that we can learn here. First is all missions have 19 collectibles. Secondly, as with Sniper Elite 4, there are a total of 8 missions in the base game. And thirdly, if we look at the dates of when the missions take place, we can see that the game actually takes place before and after D-Day. And finally, whilst we know there are 3 workbenches per mission, we now know that of those 3 workbenches, one is a pistol workbench, one is an SMG workbench, and one is a rifle workbench. Now, depending on which workbench you unlock, will determine the bundle of attachments you unlock. A new feature to Sniper Elite 5 is the inclusion of a focus mode, which is similar to Hitman's instinct mode, which when activated will reveal any nearby enemies through surfaces. Guns! Let's talk guns. So it would seem that there are a total of 18 guns in the game, at least in the build that I played, 6 rifles, 6 SMGs and 6 sidearms. Now other guns will become available via DLC after release, but at launch the guns are as follows. The 6 rifles in the game are the Springfield, the SREM, the Gewehr, the Carabiner, the M1A carbine and the RSC 1918. The 6 SMGs are the Thompson, the Wellgun, the MP40, the STG44, the Sten gun and the Type 100, and the 6 sidearms in the game are the M1911, the Wellrod, the Webley, the MAB Model D, the Luger and the Type 14 Nambu. Next I want to talk about equipment. So first up, the Trip Mine and S-Mine from Sniper Elite 4 have been removed. This will be the very first Sniper Elite without trip mines. Satchel charges now take up room in your inventory, and TNT can have a 30-second timer. But the greatest thing I've seen in my 2 hours of the game was the new decoy, which is essentially a helmet on a stick. Now I believe the way this works is it creates glints and tags any enemy that shoots it, and I'm certainly looking forward to trying it out in invasion mode. Also, the shoe mine is now a new non-lethal trap, which can also be set to attract enemies. Speaking of non-lethal, it's official. There are non-lethal melee takedowns as well as non-lethal wooden rounds for knocking out enemies. And as far as I could tell in my limited time of the game, any enemies that are knocked out remain knocked out for the remainder of the mission unless they are woken up by another soldier. Now this may not be exactly how it works, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Also, you will get bonus XP at the end of a mission for any enemies that are still knocked out. There are various tools that can be found around the map, such as the crowbar that you can see here, which can be used to open certain containers. There are also bolt cutters that can be found to open padlocks faster. Though if you don't find the bolt cutters, you can still pick the lock, it will just take longer. When in cover by a door, you can now switch sides of the door with a simple button press. There is also a new ability that Cole has when proned. He can now roll to the left or to the right. The sniper glint seems to have changed slightly. It's not quite as obvious as it was in Sniper Elite 4, but still nowhere near as hard to spot as it was in Sniper Elite 3. Also, the sound prompt that plays once you've been spotted by a sniper in Sniper Elite 4 has been removed. And speaking of snipers, any hit that you take from a sniper now applies a bleed effect, which will slowly drain your health until you use a bandage, making the snipers much more of a threat, just like they should be. There is now a quick reload feature. After hitting the reload button, if you hit the reload button again at the correct time, you will reload your weapon slightly faster. When looking at weapons in the loadout screen or the workbench, you are able to view advanced stats which give you much more information on the gun, including the all-important muzzle velocity. The minimap no longer shows the exact location of the enemies unless the enemies have been tagged. The enemy's exact location will temporarily appear on the minimap during focus mode or when the enemy is firing. Speaking of tagging enemies, you can now tag enemies through your sniper scope instead of having to pull out your binoculars. Cole now automatically enters cover when approaching a wall or a hedge or anything that can be used as cover. And the great thing here is Cole no longer completely steps out of cover when aiming from the edge like he did in previous Sniper Elites. So I was unable to crouch run during my time with the game. Now I don't know if it's been removed from the game or the controls are just different or it's a bug, who knows. But one of my favourite things about Sniper Elite 4 was the addition of the crouch running. And if it's been removed, then it will certainly make things trickier. Which, to be fair, I am all for.
Alright. Let's see what these Nazis are up to.
There were a total of 8 character skins to unlock for campaign and co-op. Marksman difficulty has been renamed Sharpshooter. Authentic Plus has been removed and a new difficulty, Civilian, which is very easy, has been added. There is also now an option to allow respawns when playing in co-op. So if your partner dies, it no longer ends the mission. You are able to hide bodies in boxes, although it seems you can only hide 2 bodies per box.
Got what I came for. Time to link up with the Resistance and get out of here.
You can now look through keyholes of certain doors to see what's on the other side before opening them. Whilst looking through keyholes, you're able to tag enemies. Not only that, but you can now open various windows as well. Whilst playing on Authentic difficulty, unlike Sniper Elite 4, you can now see your objectives on the map. When peeking around a corner with your weapon, your bullets will now hit the wall unless you step out to reveal yourself a little. This is a great feature and should make multiplayer much fairer. No more hiding behind a wall and still being able to shoot people. Machine gun placements have returned and they can be used by Carl. Now I should have given it a go but I didn't because I'm a numpty, but rest assured you can use them. Some weapons can be unlocked by simply completing a certain mission, but each mission has a kill list target. Killing the target in a specific way will unlock you a new weapon. So here we can see I need to kill the target by dropping a chandelier on his head to unlock the carabiner. There are multiple insertion points to each mission, although they must be unlocked first. Picking up a new weapon now goes into a temporary weapon slot, so you never have to drop a weapon from your loadout when picking up a new weapon. The only way now to swap out a weapon from your loadout during a mission is to visit a workbench. So basically, when you pick up a new weapon you can use it, but as soon as you change to a weapon from your loadout, you will drop the weapon you just picked up. And finally, on the mission I played, there are various gramophones dotted around the map. Now I'm not exactly sure what they're for as I never got to test them properly, but my guess would be they serve as some kind of distraction to enemy soldiers. Okay guys, that's going to do it for this video. Now it's worth remembering most of what I played was on Sharpshooter difficulty, so some things may be slightly different depending on which difficulty you play. A quick reminder that my previous video is 90 minutes of pure gameplay. If you want to go and check that out, I'll leave a link in the description. I just want to say another quick thank you to Rebellion for allowing me to play the game early. I'm absolutely loving it. Now, I'm a firm believer that each Sniper Elite game released surpasses the one before it, and it's looking like this trend is going to continue. But what I really want to know is what do you guys think of the game based on what you've seen so far? Be sure to invade that comment section down below and let me know. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like. It really does help the channel to grow. This is a dedicated Sniper Elite channel, so hit the subscribe button to be kept up to date on all things Sniper Elite. And I will see you guys in the next video!
Brutal Barracuda, a Sniper Elite channel.